Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers for Wednesday, January 1, promise some explosive drama as Salem bids adieu to 2024 and ushers in 2025 next on Days of Our Lives. There will be New Year's Eve chaos as a super couple hosts a party, while someone gets even more shocking news, and another character notices some odd behavior from a loved one. What's set to unravel during Wednesday's show? Time to find out. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Janelle's NYE Bash Days spoilers for Wednesday, January 1, reveal that Chanel Dimira Raven Bowens and Johnny Dimira Carson Boatman will decide to host a New Year's Eve bash, but considering how chaotic parties in Salem seem to get, are they making the right decision? Probably not. Speaking of, Gabe Hernandez, Sherry Jimenez will drag her feet when RSVPing for the party. At the same time, both Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, and Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, will secure dates for the Big Bash. Any guesses on who each of them will be taking? Likely Joy Wesley, Alex Ann Hopkins, and Philip Kyriakis, Jean-Paul Lavoisier, especially since they are all seen together during this week's DOOL preview. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Fake Rafe seduces Chanel. Arnold tempts Johnny's wife after cheating revealed. Days spoilers. EJ Dimira gets shocking news. Meanwhile, DOOL spoilers for Wednesday, January 1, imply EJ Dimira Dan Fiorito will get shocking news from Belle Black, Martha Madison. It sounds like Belle will drop the bomb about snagging his DA job. How will EJ react? Then again, what if Belle does or says surprising something that moves them closer to a romance? Days of Our Lives spoilers. Jada Hunter's spidey senses are tingling. Lastly, Days spoilers for Wednesday's episode suggest that Jada Hunter, Aaliyah Cantu, will feel as if Rafe Hernandez Galen Juring is off. That's because her fiancé isn't her fiancé, but will she put two and two together before it's too late? Arnold Feniger Galen Juring is once again living as Rafe, so how will this affect Rafe and Jada's relationship and pending marriage? Fans will have to tune in to find out as the sands of the hourglass drift into the new year. Days of Our Lives promises its fans an explosive start to 2025. Salem's most dramatic residents are ringing in the new year with chaos, shocking revelations, and behavior that has even the most seasoned soap viewers raising their eyebrows. Let's dive into what awaits us during this thrilling New Year's Eve episode. The ball drops, and so do secrets. The Horton Town Square is transformed into a glittering wonderland, where Salem's elite gather for the highly anticipated New Year's Eve gala. Sparkling lights, flowing champagne, and hopeful resolutions set the stage. But beneath the glitz and glamour, secrets simmer, ready to explode as the clock ticks closer to midnight. Chad and Stephanie's romantic rift. Chad and Stephanie, once the picture of perfection, find themselves teetering on the edge. Chad has been acting strangely over the past few weeks, distracted and distant. Stephanie chalks it up to holiday stress, until she overhears him whispering into his phone during the gala. "I can't keep this a secret anymore," he says urgently. Stephanie's heart sinks. Could Chad be hiding something that will change their relationship forever? EJ's shocking announcement. Meanwhile, EJ Dimira has his own bombshell to drop. In classic EJ fashion, he commandeers the microphone moments before midnight. "Before we ring in the new year, I have an announcement that will shake Salem to its core," he declares, silencing the crowd. Speculation runs wild. Has he reclaimed the Dimira throne, or is it something far more personal? The answer, delivered with EJ's trademark smirk, leaves jaws on the floor. A night of odd behavior. Nicole's strange actions. Nicole Walker has been behaving erratically for weeks, but her antics hit a new level at the gala. Dressed to the nines, she flits around the party with a manic energy, leaving even her closest friends concerned. She accidentally spills champagne on Gabi, interrupts Marlena mid-conversation, and bursts into laughter at inappropriate moments. But when she disappears just before the clock strikes 12, Eric decides to follow her, only to uncover something that could explain her bizarre behavior, or make it worse. Xander's curious calm. While Nicole is chaotic, Xander Cook is the exact opposite, exuding an eerie calm that unsettles those around him. The normally brash and unpredictable Xander is oddly composed, sipping his drink and observing the festivities with a knowing smile. Sarah Horton, who has been avoiding him all night, finally confronts him. His cryptic response, "You'll see soon enough," leaves her reeling. Could Xander be holding on to a secret that's about to implode? Shocking revelations. Ava's return. Just when Salem thought it had seen the last of Ava Vitali, she makes a grand entrance at the gala, turning heads and raising eyebrows. Dressed in a show-stopping gown, Ava strides in with a confidence that hints she's here to stir the pot. Her unexpected return is met with a mix of shock and suspicion, especially from Steve and Kayla, who exchange worried glances. Ava's presence at the gala is more than a social call. She's here with an agenda. Lanny's emotional confession. In a quieter corner of the square, Lanny Price makes a tearful confession to Abe Carver. After months of keeping a significant secret, the weight finally becomes too much to bear. Her words leave Abe speechless, but his response shows why he remains one of Salem's most beloved patriarchs. Lanny's confession not only alters her relationship with Abe but also sets the stage for a ripple effect throughout the community. Chaos erupts. As the countdown begins, tension reaches a fever pitch. The crowd chants in unison. 10 and 9 8, but before the clock strikes midnight, chaos breaks loose. A sudden blackout. The town square plunges into darkness, the glittering lights extinguished in an instant. Gasps echo through the crowd as people fumble in the dark. Panic sets in, until a single spotlight illuminates the stage. Standing there, holding an envelope, is none other than Victor Kiriaki's long-lost nephew, Philip. "This town has a lot of sins to atone for," he announces ominously. His cryptic words leave the crowd buzzing with fear and anticipation. An explosive kiss. In the shadows, away from prying eyes, two unexpected characters share a passionate kiss. The chemistry is undeniable, but the pairing is sure to shock fans. When they emerge moments later, their disheveled appearances and flushed faces draw suspicion. Will their secret tryst come to light, or will they manage to keep their New Year's Eve fling under wraps? A mysterious disappearance. As the lights return, it becomes clear that someone is missing. The realization sends a wave of unease through the crowd. Who has vanished, and why? The answer is tied to one of the evening's biggest secrets, promising to unravel in dramatic fashion in the days to come. What's next for Salem? The New Year's Eve chaos is just the beginning. As the fallout from the night's events unfolds, Salem will never be the same. Chad and Stephanie's relationship in crisis. Stephanie confronts Chad about his mysterious phone call, but his explanation only deepens the divide between them. Will their love survive, or is this the beginning of the end? Nicole's troubling secret. Eric's discovery leads to a shocking revelation about Nicole's recent behavior. Her secret threatens to drive a wedge between them. Once again, EJ's power play. EJ's announcement sends shockwaves through the Diamira family, setting off a power struggle that will dominate the coming weeks. Ava's agenda. Ava's return is anything but innocent. Her plans will shake up Salem's power dynamics and put her on a collision course with her old enemies. Philip's vendetta. Philip's cryptic words at the gala hint at a larger scheme in motion. What is he planning, and how will it impact the Kiriakis family? Final thoughts. This New Year's Eve episode of Days of Our Lives is packed with everything fans love: romance, intrigue, and jaw-dropping twists. As Salem ushers in a new year, the stage is set for an unforgettable 2025. Buckle up, soap fans, it's going to be a wild ride. Please subscribe for my YouTube channel.